portion lesson 1, 2 and 3 in the last class. Do you remember? Have you referred the book? Okay. You should refer the book thoroughly. Okay. Today we are going to revise the portion lesson 4, how plants reproduce. In this topic we are to revise 3 topics. Okay. Reproduction by seeds, dispersal of seeds and vegetative propagation. Okay. What is meant by reproduction? Reproduction means growing new plants. Okay. Reproduction by plants means it is growing a new plant from the mother plant. Okay. How plants reproduce? Listen, some plants reproduce by seeds. A few plants reproduce from their different parts, from stem, from root, from stem cuttings, okay, from leaves. Okay, these are the different types. Okay, first one is reproduction by seeds. To growing the seed, the plants need, otherwise the seeds need many things. What are the important things needed to growing the plant? Growing by seed? Air, water and sunlight. Yes? Before growing the seed, first it needs air, water and sunlight. Okay. This is the process is called germination. Okay. Before growing the big plant, it will be started growing a new plant, small plant, that is called seedling. Okay, small plant is called seedling. This process is called germination. Next one is dispersal of seeds. The plants are growing in one place. After that, the plants will be spread out the different places. How it will be spread? Okay, it has some methods. Dispersed by wind, dispersed by water, dispersed by animals and dispersed by explosion. Dispersal means the process which the seeds or plants scattered away their new plant. Okay, from the mother plant it will be scattered their seeds. That is called dispersal. Okay, it has 4 methods. Dispersal by wind. First one, dispersal by wind means some plants seeds are there. The seeds are very lightweight. Okay, like hair-like structure, like cotton, dandelion. Okay, these are the plants will be scattered away their seeds by wind. And some seeds, some plants will be spread out through their water. Okay, some coconut, lotus. Okay, these are the seeds are very spongy like structure. Okay, inside the seeds it will be very spongy. Okay, it will be float on the water like that. This type of coconut, lotus, lily plants will be spread their seeds through the water. Next one is animals. Sometimes animals will be grazing their grass. Yes? Or animals will be eat some seeds or fruits or vegetables. After that, because of animals' dung, the seeds will be spread anywhere. Okay. Next one is explosion. For example, lady's finger, peas, beans. These types of plants will be, after drying the vegetables, it will be explosion. Okay, it will be blast. So that because of that, the seeds of that plants will be spread in all direction. Okay, these are called dispersal of seeds. Next one is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means some plants will be grow from their different parts of the plant. Roots, stems, stem cuttings and leaves. Okay, can you say some examples? Examples of plants growing from the roots: carrot, beetroot, tapioca, Yes, these are the plants growing from their roots. Okay, next one is stems. Some plants will be growing from their stems. Ginger, garlic, onion, these are the stems. Okay, then another one is potato. Do you know the potato? Yes, potato has a different part. It is called buds. Okay, from that buds, the plants will be grown. Okay, next one is stem cuttings. For example, rose. When we grow the new rose plants, we will cut the rose stem and we have to keep in the soil. Yes. After that, we will pour water and it will get the sunlight. After that, the rose plant will be grown. This is the process of stem cutting process. Next one is leaves. For example, bryophyll. Okay. When we keep the leaf in the soil, from the margin of leaves, that means outside of the margin leaf, plants will be grow from these margins. Okay. This is the method of vegetative propagation, growing by leaves. Okay. Have you understand how plants will be reproduced? Listen children, next lesson is animal movements. Fish and aquatic animals. What is the meaning of aquatic? Aquatic means animals live in water. Aquatic animals means animals live in water. Aquatic plants means plants live in water. Okay. So, in this aquatic animals has two different types. One is vertebrates, another one is invertebrates. Vertebrate animal and invertebrate animal. Vertebrate animals and invertebrate animals. Vertebrate animals means animals have the backbone. Animals have backbone are called vertebrate. Animals do not have backbone are called invertebrates. Animals do not have backbone or invertebrates. Okay. Next one is fishes. Fishes live in water. Yes. Some fishes live in group. What is the name of that? School. Group of fishes are called school. This is the collective name. Okay. Sometimes the bundle of flowers, bunch of keys. Yes, these are the collections. Okay, group. So the fishes live in water. It in the group. It is called school. Okay. What is the meaning of camouflaging? Camouflaging means when the animals live in water or on land, it will be hide from their enemies or predators. Okay. They will be change their color. To escape from their predators or enemies, they will be change their color. So that these fishes will be change their color to behind the predators or enemies. Okay, that is called camouflaging. Next one is, what are the parts in the fish? Do you know? Yes, this is the gills. Okay, what is the use of gills? Gills help the fish to absorb the oxygen from the water and comes out the carbon dioxide through the gills. Okay, when we breathe air, what we have to do? We are breathing air through our nose because the fishes breathe their air through their gills. Okay. Oxygen is coming, oxygen going in and carbon dioxide comes out. Okay. Then what is the uses of fish? Fishes use the fins uses the fish to change their direction and keep their body in balance while they are swimming. Okay, then this is the tail. Tail use the fishes to move forward. Okay, so these are the important parts, and these are the scales. Scales are protecting their body. Scales protecting their fish's body. Okay, do you understand this? Next one is earthworm. What is called earthworm? Do you know earthworm is the invertebrate. Okay, it has no backbone. So how they will be breathed? Earthworm breathe through their moist skin. Okay. So you can see the earthworm, their body will be like segments. Okay? Segments. Okay. Through their skin, the earthworm will be breathe air inside and diffuses out the carbon dioxide. Okay. Next, it has hair like bristles. Hair like small bristles. These are the bristles help the earthworm to keep their body ground. They will fix their body ground. And when they are moving in the soil, what they will be do? Their body will be contract and relaxation. Okay, contraction and relaxation. When the earthworms will be move in the soil, their body parts will be different. In some places will be contract, in some places will be extract. Okay. The earthworms are called friends of farmers. Why the earthworms are called friends of farmers? Because the plants need to air. Because of breathing air, the plants needed the air holes. Okay. The plants staying in the soil, the earthworms help the plants to make air holes through their roots. Okay. Because of their roots, the plants will be absorb the air through their roots. Who will be make the air holes or air spaces through roots? Earthworms. Okay, so the earthworms are called friends of farmers. Okay, next one is vermicompost. When the earthworms will be live in the soil, many food wasters and vegetable wasters or animals wastes will be in the soil. Yes, the earthworms will be change the food wastes to compost. Okay, this process is called vermicomposting. Okay, we will get the fertilizers by the earthworms. Okay, that is called vermicompost. Do you understand this? Aquatic animals, earthworms, friends of farmers. Children, we have 7 lessons for term 1 exam. Okay, so you should prepare well. You should refer all the lessons from beginning to end of the lesson. Okay, lesson 1 to 7. Read it clearly and study well and write the exams well. Okay, children, thank you.